happen. Now, Deputy Speaker, Melbourne is a great place to live, but the things that make it livable are under pressure, and that includes the cost of renting. Yesterday, a report from NatSem showed that more than 1 in 5 renters in Melbourne were under significant rental stress, the highest rate of any electorate in the country. And if you want an illustration as to why this is the case, you needed to look no further than the real estate pages online during the course of last week. A rental listing was posted for a tiny apartment in Richmond, in my electorate. Not only was it tiny, a one-bedroom apartment, but the kitchen was in the garage. The kitchen was in the garage on the plan. To get into the house, you had to walk through a hallway and through 2 adjoining doors, one either side of that hallway, and in that hallway was the bathroom. You had to walk through the bathroom in order to get to the other rooms. A kitchen in the garage, a bathroom in your hallway. How much was being asked for that? $450 per week. It is unacceptable that in 2019 people are being forced to cook in a car parking space for $450 a week. Now, everyone who rents has a horror story about inspecting dodgy places like this, yet prices are sky high and out of reach for too many. This week, one man came into my office after applying for 50 rental properties and being refused for each one. That is what is happening. People are applying for 50 rental properties and being refused. Over the last decade, rents in Melbourne have risen on average by about 4.9%, over twice the rate of wage growth. Twice the rate of wage growth. And according to last year's Anglicare rental survey, not one single property is affordable for a single person on youth allowance or New Start in all of Melbourne. If you're on the minimum wage, only 38 out of the 11,536 homes up for rent are affordable across the whole of metropolitan Melbourne. So not just my electorate, the whole of metropolitan Melbourne, over 11,000 places up for rent, only 38 are affordable if you are on the minimum wage. And even as the decades-long explosion in housing sales prices is coming to an end, reports indicate that rental prices are not falling and that renters are still facing the pressure. The rules are rigged. The rules are rigged. Government gives tax breaks to investors to buy their 4th, 5th or 6th home, while renters are left paying for it. Young people are saddled with debt and living in the precarious world of short-term contracts and the gig economy. They are being sold out. Now, the government will announce its budget and all its election plans, and you can bet your bottom dollar that it will do nothing to fix the rental crisis, just like it will do nothing to fix education or tackle climate crisis or do anything to stand up to Senator Pauline Hanson and the right-wingers inside the government. Now, it is absolutely time that we turf this mob out. But what we need to do is have the guts to stand up and say we need rent control in this country, like they have in other countries. It is time for rent control and to cap rents. We've tried to get action on this in Victoria, but the Victorian Labor government has said no. Well, we'll keep fighting for it. The Greens will keep fighting for rent control to tackle this crazy, out-of-control situation, and hopefully we can get the next government to change its mind, because young people are being sold out. There's a reason tens of thousands, 50,000 students in Melbourne took to the streets to march to demand climate action. There's a reason people are seeing this government and other governments around the world selling out their future. It comes in the form of the climate crisis, it comes in the form of high household debt, it comes in the form of graduating from university with a huge debt hanging around your neck, and it comes in the form of high rent. Well, the Greens will stand up for young people and demand a better deal. The start of that is turfing this current mob out, and the next step is holding the next lot to account.